Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I will be doing another game review, and this game review, of course, will be The Last of Us. And I think I told you guys in the video I uploaded earlier today, I believe I told you guys that I was going to do a game review for The Last of Us Remastered, or should I say the first Last of Us video game? I mean, the remastered version, it's still the same game, of course. Obviously, where it says remastered, obviously that means of how it's of how the last remastered is, of course, the remastered version of The Last of Us for the PS4, because the first Last of Us game had came out before, because I remember the first Last of Us game came out literally months before the PS4 came out. And so what they decided to do a year later after the PS4 release is that they decided to remaster The Last of Us, and they decided to make The Last of Us Remastered, which is of course the same game, except, it just has better graphics for the game, and that the only other difference is that The Last Remastered is, of course, it came out a year later to be released only on the PS4. And because when The Last of Us first came out, it wasn't a PS4 game. It was for the previous PlayStation system. And then, of course, months later, the PS4 came out. And then, of course, it's like I already said just now, of how they decided to remaster The Last of Us, and they remastered it for the PS4. And then that's of course why they call it The Last of Us Remastered. That's of course why they call it The Last of Us Remastered, because it's for the PS4. And I gotta say, because if you guys don't remember, well, I'm pretty sure most of you guys do remember, but 2 years ago I did play The Last of Us Remastered on my gaming channel, because 2 years ago was when I had first created my gaming channel, and that was one of the few first gameplay walkthroughs I've ever done, or ever, yeah, like I said, but The Last of Us Remastered, that was a game that I truly enjoyed playing, especially on my gaming channel, and, of course, I'm doing this review, of course, because I kind of want to celebrate, the upcoming sequel for the game, that is going to be releasing next month really soon. So I just wanted to do this game review, of course, to celebrate how the sequel is going to be releasing next month pretty soon. But yeah, so The Last of Us Remastered. So of course, The Last Remastered, it takes place, during an apocalypse that happens. You play as Joel in the game, and it takes place 20 years after, a tragedy happened to him. And so what happens, of course, is that you also have this partner named Tessa, and, you're going on kind of like a little journey with her. And then later on in the game, you meet this girl named Ellie, and of course, Ellie is the girl that you see on the cover of The Last of Us video game, because that's the girl you see on the cover of the game. And, so yeah, so you meet her later on, and then, what you have to do is that the whole purpose is that, they even explain this I believe they explained it on the back of the box of the game, or the back of the case. I believe they explained it. But, anyways, they of course explain to you what the game is about. And, of course, the game is about how you meet Ellie, and then what you have to do is that you have to transport Ellie to the Fireflies. You had to go across the United States to get this. I forgot what part of the country they were going in. I forgot where they were going, though. I believe it was it in Nashville? I think it was I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a while since I played The Last of Us. Like I said, I remember what happens in The Last of Us. I remember everything that happens. It's just that I forgot, what part of the country, they were going in. That was the only part I forgot. I believe it was in Nashville, Tennessee, I believe. Or it could have been in Jacksonville, probably. I'm not sure. I think it was in Nashville, Tennessee. But anyways, so that's what you have to do, is that you have to go across the country. you have to transport her, like, or escort her, I should say. You have to escort her to the Fireflies, which is a group where they have these special experts where they're able to, you know, use her DNA to make a cure for the human race, because, you know, there was an infection that had happened, like there was an outbreak that happened, and it caused every human being to get infected, and then they turn into like these really creepy zombie monsters. And like the regular zombies, what you call those, that you call those uh runners, and then they're like these bigger, more infected zombies, they're called bloaters. And then there's these other type of zombies where they're called clickers. And clickers, they're the type of zombies where they can only hear things, but they can't see you, but they can hear you. So yeah, that's what those type of zombies are. And then of course you do fight humans. You do fight humans in this game, of course. A few other humans like that are like, you know, enemies, of course, because they try to get in your way. And so yeah, that's the whole point of the game, is that you have to escort her. They have a cure, because the thing is about Ellie is that she had got bitten, but she didn't actually get infected. Like, she didn't turn into a zombie. Like, she just stayed the same. But the only thing is that she only has a bite on her arm, but she didn't turn or get killed or anything. So what they do, of course, you know, that's the whole point of why you have to escort her, is so that way they can make a cure out of her blood in order to make a antidote for the human race. And that's pretty much what The Last of Us is about, of course, is that's the whole point of the game. And then, you know, of course, as you continue on in the game, you do meet a few other people in the game. And honestly, that's another thing, too, for me to really get deep into the first game. I will be doing a spoiler talk for those of you who have played the game. And so that way you guys can, like, you know, see my thoughts on how what I think about, or what I thought about, you know, the first game. But yeah, but overall, like I said, this is gonna be like a short game review. Like I said, when I do the spoiler talk of this video game, it's gonna be a whole lot deeper, and it's gonna be a whole lot longer as well. But overall, I would give this game, I mean, technically, I already gave this game a perfect score. I mean, because remember, guys, when I played the game 2 years ago, when I finished playing the first game, you guys already know that I gave it a perfect score, and that's what I'm going to say, too. Like I said, The Last of Us Remastered, of course, I give it a 10 out of 10. Like I said, I gave it a 10 out of 10. I gave it a perfect score. It's one of the best PlayStation exclusives I have ever played. And I really want to see where they're going to go with the sequel, since it is arriving soon, next month, because next month is when it will be releasing. And yeah, so honestly, The Last of Us Remastered is a perfect video game, the best PlayStation exclusive, like one of the best PlayStation exclusives ever. And it's very well written, very, like I said, it's one of the best games, one of the best PlayStation exclusives. And it's like I already said, I already gave this game a 10 out of 10 and a perfect score. But anyways, guys, The Last of Us Remastered, have you guys played it? What did you think about it? Leave it down in the comment section below. Are you guys really excited for the sequel as much as I am? And leave that down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next game review. And I'll see you guys later. And of course, I already told you guys in this video, I will be doing a spoiler talk for this video. But anyways, guys, see you guys and peace out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Alright, good night, guys.